We got NFL players out here threatening Gillie the kid. We got NFL players out here saying what they're going to do to somebody when they see him, man. And y'all going to sit up here and tell me that the media don't matter and that streaming and all that ain't the biggest thing in the world. Now, one thing I will say, no matter how they feel and no matter how this situation get, I hope y'all remember and y'all need a friendly reminder that Gillie ain't no NFL player. Y'all got to remember where Gillie came from. And I get that y'all mad or whatever, but all that threatening, you don't know how a man may take that. And it could possibly get ugly, bro. So, hey, man, be careful what you wish for real.
Is that Chris?
Man, what is poppin' YouTube? Y'all already know who it is, bro. It's Look at Jay here, man. I'm back with another video, man. And today, y'all, we got a crazy and a very interesting video to talk about. Now, it seems like in today's classroom, y'all, we got Gillie the kid on the roster. Yes, y'all, we got Gillie the kid back on the roster once again. And it seems like things are not looking good for him. Now, it seems like pretty much he's been threatened by a former NFL quarterback that goes by the name of Manzel after he made some remarks about Cam Newton again at his birthday. And at this point, people are getting mad and the situation is getting ugly. Now, we're going to talk about it. I'm gonna show y'all everything, but just real quick, y'all know my little routine. Hit that like button, you feel me? Comment, tap in if you tapped in down below, man, and also smash the notification bell. So for one, you can be notified anytime I drop a video, but also, bro, I can just keep y'all updated on this whole little situation in general, bro. Now, before we even get into this video, bro, y'all know I got bills to pay, so let's get into today's paid promoted song, man.
I'm finna walk on that bitch, think I'm floating. I pride of my energy, walk in the sack with the racks and I'm pint and a half, and it's into me, really be killing me. Look what the erection and did to me, glowing. I got that HT, my body be flowing. She straight from a root, but she thick as a thong. She wanna fuck with me, she know I'm the one. Princess cut ice diamonds on your arm. Jaw, neck, wrist, I put her on. Song, hit her, lit, walking.
Now go check them out. Show 'em love. Click that link in my bio, pin in the comment section, and tell them that I sent y'all. And if y'all need y'all song promoted, DM me on IG. Now let's get back to the video. Now, as I said, we got Gillie the kid on the roster. Yes, y'all, we got former rapper slash podcast co-host Gillie the kid on the roster, and he's been trending after he was threatened by a former NFL player that goes by the name of Manzel. Now, let me just start off by saying I don't know who Manzel is. Y'all don't know. I'm not a football head. I'm literally a boxing and basketball, type of guy more than anything. Like, I don't watch football at all. But I did my little research and kind of find out, he was a former NFL quarterback, had a short-lived career. People are kind of trying to call him a bust, saying that he peaked in college. And I've seen some more things about him, but I'm not going to bring it up because it's not relevant to the situation. But just know, if you know, you know. They saying that, he was, that's all I'm going to say. Now, long story short, just to give y'all a quick rundown, I'm finna show y'all what he said, but just real quick. Gillie and the kid and Cam Newton been going back and forth ever since Cam Newton made a video or spoke on something on his podcast and said he's not pulling Jalen Hurts in his top 10 quarterback. Now, a lot of people thought that Cam Newton was hating and saying that he just mad that he wasn't able to do what Jalen Hurts did, and that's win a ring, win a Super Bowl ring. And Gillie was one of the guys that said something. And Cam Newton responded and said something like, whenever I ever listened to a Gillie album and like he never sold, and said he had a tape called Philadelphia. Like, Gillie went on to his story and went off and called him corny and said, this is my space, like talking about the podcast stuff, so he can't F with him and saying he a bomb. And he was popping big ish. Now Cam Newton went on again, you feel me, and made some remarks about it and pretty much kind of called him out.
Cam knew that Jalen Hurts did what you couldn't do. That was win a Super Bowl.
There will not be no playing with my name, with my career. This is all entertainment here. I know why you in your feelings, Gillie. Was it the album comment? Can you name me one Gillie the Kid album? Did you know his album was Philadelphia?
That kind of struck a nerve.
I'm looking at your rap career. Gillie did not chart any solo singles on the Billboard Hot 100. Philadelphia didn't do no numbers? You ain't never been great at nothing. The only great thing that Gillie does, he's a great mascot. Big hat, dancing around, yeah, getting them going. Mascot, very questionable career. We can't relate on a lot of things, Gillie. And if it wasn't for Wallow, all credibility on $1 million worth of game will be really at question because he has a wisdom about him. Wallow, that is. Respectfully, brother, we cannot relate. While you're dancing on the sideline, I was in the game. Please understand, when I said your name, most people didn't know who you were. They said, who, Gillie? Who is that? Man, you know the dude that be walking around with the big old hat. Oh, that dude. Man, don't take him serious. That's the narrative about you, guy. You can't beat me in nothing. And I mean nothing. That's basketball, that's football, that's baseball, that's rock, paper, scissors, that's chess, that's checkers, that's tennis, that's golf. All I'm asking for is respect. But just be mindful how you use and you talk about me.
Now, as y'all see, he went on to call bruh a mascot and said that, without Wallow, $1 million worth of game ain't nothing, and that he can't beat him and nothing. And Gillie went off on him at his birthday party. But let's just read what the Johnny Manzel dude said. Long story short, Johnny Manzel responded to the clip I'm finna show y'all in a minute. He said, yo, Gillie, you may be the biggest effing loser on the planet, talking like you effing done anything on a football field. If I see you, just know I'm going to slap the you-know-what out of you. Trust. I love $1 million worth of game, but that's the corniest I've ever seen in my life. Can't wait for this response. Just set up the rough and rowdy and let's call it a day. Now, if y'all don't know what clip he responded to, he's responding to this clip of him celebrating at his birthday party.
Cam ain't never had one of these. I ain't going back and forth with you, nigga. Thank you, Jalen. Appreciate you, Jalen. Love you, Nick. Love you, Nick. Appreciate you, Jalen. Cam Newton never had one of these. I said Cam Newton never got one of these. Thank you, Jalen. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Dom. I'm not going back and forth for a lie. Jalen do a lot of things wrong, but he do a
Now, as y'all see, he went on to say, thank you, Jalen. Cam Newton ain't never had this. You feel me? He was holding a trophy or whatever for the Philadelphia Eagles for the Super Bowl. Now, he was responding to, Cam Newton calling him a mascot or whatever the case may be. And I guess the Johnny Manzel dude felt some type of way. Now, he did say if he see him, he's going to slap the you-know-what out of him. And he said he fooled $1 million worth of game. He just said, that was corny what he did. Now, I will say, I cringed a little bit watching that video just off the fact of when he was doing that, it was just like, okay, you feel me? And even though I'm not a crazy football head, like I know Cam Newton. I remember the whole 2016 dab era. Not like, obviously the man wasn't trash, but I don't even think him saying that Jalen Hurts ain't in his top 10, that's just his opinion. One thing I've learned about life, people get so mad when somebody don't agree with them. Like, it's okay to be different and not have the same opinion as everybody. That's what makes us human, because we different. Now, to the Johnny Manzel dude, you got to remember, I don't want to say it, people saying that, he strung out on something and they saying that he not really thinking. Let me tell you something. I understand that, this is all content and this is social media, but Gillie is a guy that come from Philadelphia. Do your homework on people from Philadelphia in general, but a guy that was also on the street. People don't take them people don't take them threats lightly, excuse me. So for you to say, you're going to slap what out of him, it's kind of crazy. But not to mention, that really ain't even got nothing to do with you. But one thing about grown men and one thing about Gillie and guys like that, they gonna make you stand on what you say. So if you're willing to deal with what come with that, then that's on you. But I'll prefer you to just go ahead and call them personally and tell them you apologize and you were trolling for content, bro. Because one thing about y'all, bro, when it comes to this Twitter stuff, bro, y'all do whatever for some interaction and engagement, bro. Everybody is not playing, and you playing with that man's name on a public platform, knowing you got a following and knowing who you are. So God forbid you see that man in person, you got to stand on that if you don't apologize. So just be careful. But if I'm Gillie, I'm not paying him no attention, bro. He's nobody to take serious. Keep doing what you're doing. You and Cam should start going back and forth and do a podcast together and really talk about it, because y'all doing that does not make y'all look good. I ain't gonna lie. But give me y'all thoughts and opinions down below, and let me know, do y'all feel like, Johnny was right for stepping up and speaking on the whole situation? Do y'all feel like bro speaking out of turn? Y'all feel like Gillie going too far? Do y'all feel like Gillie getting corny? Do y'all feel like Cam Newton starting to get corny? Do y'all feel like Cam Newton just mad? Just give me y'all thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Y'all already know who it is, bro. It's Look, it's Jay. Thank God for another day, man. Y'all be safe. I love y'all. Christ loves y'all so much more than I ever will, obviously, bro. And yeah, bro. I'm out, man.